Good afternoon, viewers, and to the three of you who are watching this series, welcome back to the channel. I am Birdman Johnson. We are playing Jalopy today. We're gonna go to Hungary. I'm gonna talk a lot. It's gonna get a little weird, but I think it'll be okay. Our battery dies and we have to push the car halfway, so look forward to that. Alright, I think we're about done with this series. This may be, there may only be one more episode after this. Let's dive in. Here we go. Okay. I was about to say, why does it feel like I'm walking on an incline? That's because I forgot that this place is on an incline. Let's just see if we can't shake down people for some more cash before we leave. This has never worked before, but perhaps today will be the day. Do you hear that? We can pretend that's my car out in the parking lot. Alright. Yeah, that didn't work. I didn't realistically expect it to. And who is outside right now? Delivery driver or something. I don't know. This is what I get for trying to record with the window open. Yeah, thanks. Alright. Oh, right, we're here. In this very interesting little town. How is the car doing before we take off? Hey, free garbage over there. Let's see, I can't take the garbage. Car's a little dirty. Tires are, you know, hanging in. Yeah, okay. Let's pop the hood. Oh, okay, let's punch the car. Everything is within parameters. Good, we have full gas and a decent oil mix. Okay, cool. I think we're good to just roll. Let's just get on the road. We're almost done with the game. Looking forward to finishing this one. Okay, key. Ignition. Book. We want to head back. Okay, we are going to Hungary, it looks like. Letenia to Starovo. And we are going to take... This one has a mystery, but it's also got rain. So we're going to go with this one because it's got... It looks like cloudy weather and a gas station, and it is short. So we will go with this one for today. And hopefully we'll find some good stuff as we drive. We are going to turn on the radio immediately. Alright, here we go. Let's have some fun today. Viewers, are you comfy back there, wrapped up in your carpet? It's probably fine. I think I'm going the right way. Yeah, right, because I had that whole discussion about heading into town from the border. There's the orchard we were walking around in, I think? No, we couldn't get all the way over there. Look, front. Eyes front. Why do they bother putting these in? I'm just going to drive over them. Doesn't even seem to hurt the car. Traffic! It's been so long since we've seen traffic. Oh no, what is happening? Is there a wreck? Are we stuck already? Hang on. I'm going to stop the car. We're gonna go investigate before we might have to take the dirt road here, which we might do anyway just for interest. Yeah, okay, it looks like we're not going this way. Oh, there's actually a barricade across the road. That wasn't here when we came in before, was it? Hi. Okay. So we're going down the dirt road one way or another. That's interesting. Oh yeah, I can crouch. Man, how close can I get my face to the exhaust here? Not close enough. I love how loudly I can body check the other cars. Still wish I could sprint and or jump. Both would be ideal. Okay, let's hope we find some loot on the way. I was going to use random conversational topics for this session, but I didn't like any of the questions I was getting. So we're just going to stream of consciousness this. Actually, we're going to stream of consciousness about my stream of consciousness for a minute. I was like walking through conversational topics with myself while I was setting up for this. Speaking of which, are we actually recording? We are. Beautiful. My mic's picking me up and everything. All right. I was walking through conversational topics, just kind of talking to myself while I paced around the room to get an idea for how I wanted this to go today. And I was going to offer some commentary on communism, but that spiraled into just a bunch of random directions, because it's just my stream of consciousness, which is chaotic to begin with, and turned into this weird meta commentary on the best way to present my randomly wandering discussion of communism. So I think maybe I'm just not going to worry about it too much, and we're just going to see what falls out of my mouth while we're playing. But look at this, we found some loot. We need the crowbar. Hello, baby. Time to work. Yeah. Oh, nope, I actually have to manually put this back in the car. We can still hear them honking. What do we got? We got tobacco. Terrible stuff, but really good for us as a smuggler. The question, because I forget how the map is laid out, is are we going to be able to cross the border with this? Can I just, like, take it out of the trunk, drop it on the ground? No, we don't need the... Wait, stop. Stop. Turn those off. Can I just take the stuff out of the trunk, drop it on the ground, get checked in at the border, then walk back across, get my stuff? Okay, well, we have something to try if we ever get stopped at a border. Is that more loot there on the left? I think it is. I think we're getting very lucky today, viewers. Makes me a little nervous about what's going to happen further down the road. Turning the car off every single time we need to stop. We're close to the end of the game here. I don't want to get stuck now. It's medicine. Not tremendously valuable, but somebody will buy it from us. It's not like we have any use for it. We can't get sick. Perhaps there would have been more game mechanics had they finished the game. Who knows? Not I. I am, however, plundering every road trip game I play for ideas for like a tabletop RPG based around a road trip. I think that would make a fun, casual campaign. We should wash the... One of our wipers is stuck. Alright, and of course the wipers can't hit the part where the gunk is, so that's exciting for us. Oh, turn on the radio again. So I don't have to use my playlist from Pixabay and have issues with copyright. Not that I've actually had any issues. None of the composers whose music I've used seem to care at all. In fact, some of them seem to appreciate it, so that's good. What is this? Are these just rocks? I think they're just rocks. Why are we going so slow? Why are we doing 20, almost? Too bad I can't give the car a running start and then jump in. You know, like you used to do with manuals, right? Not that I've ever driven a manual. There was no point, because at the time I was learning how to drive, automatics were already the standard, so... Even the little 76 Datsun I started out in was an automatic. I loved that truck. It was my grandfather's truck, a 76 Datsun King Cab, so called because it had a foot of storage space behind the seats. Cute little orange pickup. Smelled permanently musty, like there was nothing that could be done about it. unfortunately it, you know, started running into the kind of problems where it just wasn't worth it to fix a small pickup from 1976. Oh, nope, I was looking behind me for stuff to take and got distracted. Well, now we're moving. After that, I drove a 98 Saturn SL1, which had way more work put into it than was probably reasonable. I liked that car too. But it was just a car kind of car. Nothing really special about it, and it had a lot wrong with it. A lot of problems which were apparently common to the SL1. But I did enjoy driving that car. It got really good mileage. Better than the Camry I'm driving now. Oh, this is another lockbox. We can still hear them honking. Are they up there? Oh. Yeah, what am I doing? There. Anybody remember having to unlock your trunk separately from the rest of the car? What was that? Did I just try to crowbar the car? Textiles. A single unit of textiles. That is, 0.7 value. I don't know if there's any other use for that. It could just be a low-quality trade good. Which is, you know, valid. Not everything is going to be sausages, coffee, and tobacco. Which, since we're in Eastern Europe, is probably what they would consider a good breakfast. Am I out of water? Oh, I think we're actually out of water. No, turn it off. Thank you. Alright, whatever. Oh, we got some smoking going on. I don't know that I care. Okay, so here is a road. Starovo is where we are going. Let's walk this way. Oh yeah, well there's the barricade. So hold it. That's not... Okay, so the barricade's on either side of the bridge, it looks like, because there's no possible way this is the same barricade. I don't know why I'm even bothering to offer commentary on that. Okay, so I guess coming back we just don't get to go this way. Is this a random thing? Does this change each time we make this leg of the journey? Interesting. Anyway, we're back on the main road now. The sun is going down, but we've made really good progress. Ooh, factory. I want to go there. I want to poke around the monuments and the sites. Yeah, and there's smoke on the horizon. This game could have been so much better. I had it sorted into my Steam playlist of games that do not finish, right? Because it's a road trip game. Road trip games don't really end exactly. You just kind of keep tripping roads until you get sick of it. But I think once we've made the return journey, there's really no reason to keep playing this, and that's unfortunate because I really like this. So I might use this for a hangout game later. I think I mentioned before this might make a good streaming game. Oh, I think there's some loot on the other side of the road there. Yes, indeedy. Boy, we're getting real lucky. Oh, there's loot on both sides of the road. Okay, hang on. We're going to pull up here. And an abandoned car. Oh my goodness. And there's the gas station. Holy, it's our lucky day, comrades. No, stop. Put that away. Put that away. Put that away. Nope, stop. Okay. Get. Okay. Do you know why these are sunk into the ground like this? It's probably pretty obvious, but if you don't know, it's so that if you run into them with your car, you go up on the median or up on the barricade instead of just being speared with it down the middle. Is there anything in here? There's nothing in here. I got excited for no reason. Now, I'm angry. Thanks, communism. Coffee. Hey, you're never gonna believe this, but I'm drinking coffee right now. Oh, is that how you spell coffee in Cyrillic? Just leave this open. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got over here. Ooh, a spare tire. A couple of lock boxes. My goodness. We are profitable today. Pick that up. Oh, yeah, we'll take that spare tire right now is what we'll do. We got a spot for that. Heck yeah. Awesome. Very cool that it's taken us almost to the end of the run to start turning a profit here. Of course, we'll burn through this immediately. It's sausages. We got tobacco. We got coffee. We got sausages. We are the ultimate Eastern European road smuggler. Let's see what's in the car here. Possibly not a lot. Oh, hold it. There's another tire there. Okay, awesome. Ooh, alright, let's see what we got here. Stock engine, oval air filter, plus 26 to engine durability. Editing me, if you're not already playing music, go ahead and do that, because this is going to take a minute. Where's our air filter? Okay, we're going to rip this out. Plus 1 engine durability, plus 3... Plus 11 engine durability, plus 3 weight, compared to plus 36, plus 3 weight. So this is going in the Krona Kong. Heck yeah. Oh. Well, that's weird. Anyway. What else we got here? Carbolite stock engine. We are running something better than a stock engine. No, we're not. Okay, let's take a look at these. This is how you do cars, right? You just lay the parts out on the road and compare them. Alright. 22. Okay. 0 to 80 and 22.5. 0 to 80 and 21. 120 top speed, 115 top speed, and they weigh the same. Okay. This is a decision we already made, and for some reason I chose the 0 to 80. Well, this is... I mean, the 2.5 isn't that big a deal. So we'll just go ahead and throw that... Oh, it's got more durability as well. What else do we have in here to consider? Green pipe carburetor. Versus a stock carburetor. That's a big old pipe. Okay. Okay, well that's easy. It's more efficient and it's lighter. Yeah, what the heck was that? Nothing. I was just highlighting where the carburetor goes, I guess. Okay, what else is in here? Is that it? We get everything? I think we got everything. Alright, so now the question is... There's the gas station. Oh, we've also got more tires on here. We can't sell them the tires, but this one's in pretty good shape. Let's check our tire durability here. We got a 1, a 1, a 1, and a 2. Okay. So we have here 2 good tires. I don't know what kind of drive system we have. Let's assume we're front-wheel drive, just for funsies. Gonna rip off these bad boys. And just dump them here. These are the same? These are the same. Okay. Take the jack out, go to the other side. Close the door. Give me this. Where am I going? Over here. Huh? Why'd you put that down? We need that. Okay, cool. So then, we have back here 1 durability, 1 durability. We have on the car 1 durability, 2 durability. So we'll throw this on the driver's side. Not just because that's the side we currently have jacked up and that's easiest for me. Hello? So this is actually a really lucky find for us. Stop that. Alright, awesome. We did good. Alright. Now then, question, how much of this can I fit in the trunk? Oh wait, no sell value. No sell value. None of this has any sell value, so never mind. Alright, we will need to fix the car. Let us examine one more time, make sure we've got everything. I think we're good though. Alright, let's run into the gas station. Huh? Somebody must have stopped at the barricade, because there's absolutely no way there's another car on the road right now. This is awesome. I'm glad we went this way. And now we get to do our favorite part. Going to the gas station. Where it's 1 mark a liter. We're currently looking at over $5 a gallon, some places here in Oregon right now. Ain't it beautiful? I'm withholding any active political commentary on the current situation, but I hope that my disdain is evident. Yeah, you think you can lock me in here? I'm not locked in here with you, you're locked in here with me. How much oil we got here? That much. Alright, so we'll need some oil. Mist oil. Now, I think we will actually need 2 boxes today. We're going to find out. We're going to need a few different things. Whoop. Okay. Whoop. First thing we got to do is move all the contraband. So that crossing the border is not an issue. I'm not going to keep stuff on me just to test the border guards, but like, if the opportunity comes up, I will see what we can get away with. Yeah, we have slightly more here than 1 box can handle, so we'll just grab 2. Alright. Awesome. This is very cool. I'm very happy with what's happening right now. Here you go. Good evening. Okay, don't buy your own boxes, I guess. We made a mess. Okay. We got $210 in contraband. Oh my goodness. Oil. Water, actually. I think this is the first time we're buying water. Yeah, awesome. I need repair kits. I'm going to grab 2 repair kits. I'm working on it, lady. Don't take a tone with me. I am a customer. Tire repair kit, we're not going to worry about that. Let's grab... Can I just get... Where is a... This looks fine. Okay. Alright. Wallet. It is possible I might be hearing a garbage truck or something in the background, so I may have to pause the recording while they are being noisy. We will see. Alright, from $89, I have not been doing the math on what we're buying, but we have $239 left after all that. That's awesome. Okay. have to do this part again. Are we going to be able to jack this up okay? We'll find out, I guess. No. Nope. Okay. Hang on. The number of times I have forgotten to take the parking brake off. That good enough? I can back... No, it's not going to be good enough. Just back it up a little more. Still reluctant to start up, but the car knows I'm going to make it drive hundreds more kilometers, so it's not real eager to get going. On the other hand, perhaps cars like to drive. Perhaps that is what they live for, and by not allowing them to drive, I'm actually hurting my car. Have you ever thought of that, viewers? Have you ever anthropomorphized your car, viewers? If you haven't, you're lying. This tire just bought. There it is. There are two kinds of people in this world. People who anthropomorphize their cars, and liars. It is normal and natural, and honestly a little bit productive, for humans to anthropomorphize their possessions. You know, we bestow elements of personality onto things. The more you use the tool, the more personality it develops. I think there's a lot of validity in that statement. Okay, I just repaired something that didn't need to be repaired. I wonder if that used... That was the only thing that needed to be fixed, was the engine. Awesome. I'm happy with that. I can't tell. Okay, that's filled. Since we have the cash, why don't we buy another tire? Oh, here, let's do this first. If I can get my throat clear. Alright. Not in the battery. Do not pour the oil in the battery. Did we do it? Go ahead, just fill it. Thank you. Okay. Cool. Oh, no. Open that back up. It's fine. I'm a little annoyed that we can't repair tires until they pop, but it is, again, whatever. Kilonewtons of dry traction, you say? I assume is what that means. I don't actually know. Yeah, this is fine. As soon as I pick up the tire, she locks that gate. Why don't you trust me? Do you think I'm about to redistribute your product for the collective? Huh? I would never. I'm a capitalist in the sense that I think people should be allowed to own things. And in the sense that if you contribute resources to something, you should get resources out of it. I certainly don't think that the state has any business telling me what jobs I'm allowed to do, or how much I'm allowed to charge, or who I'm allowed to sell to. We don't need to go back in there. We're good here. I suppose I'll turn the lights back on. Radio. And we're off. Starovo, make sure we go the right direction, or else this is going to take even longer than it needs to. See, look at those smokestacks. Those are so cool. Oh, hold it. I am going to do one thing before we take off here. Which is wash the windows. But honestly, just the windows. This one doesn't really need it. I guess we can do the whole car. Not really much reason to, as far as I'm aware. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if it did help with performance. Okay, this sponge is terrible. I was going to say, what's the point of making us refill the sponge? Immersion, I guess, is the answer. Okay. For real now, let's get out of here. What's going on? What's going on here? Why is the battery dead? Why is the battery dead? Was it the 2 seconds I had the lights on? Is that what did it? Take this? Oh, okay. This is a little bit of a problem. Oh dear. Oh no. Uh-oh. Well, you know what this means, of course. And if you don't, I'm gonna tell you as soon as I'm done making absolutely sure there are no batteries here. There don't appear to be. I will take this back then. Oh no. Alright, well, dear viewers, dearest 3 of you who are watching this, this means we're pushing the car the rest of the way to wherever it is we're going. Starova. Starovo? Why can I not remember what these places are called? We already know there's no battery in there. This is fantastic. This is exactly how I wanted to spend this session. This also means we're going to have to use some more of that there supposedly royalty-free music. Alright, here we go. Oh good, we can hear it running over discarded car parts. Hang on a sec, I can do this one-handed if I use the touchpad. There we go. That's a little bit of a strain on my wrist. On my wrist, but I can drink coffee now while I'm... What am I running over? Probably some discarded piece of machinery. It's fine. It's fine. So, how are we all doing today? And how long have I even been recording? Half an hour? Alright. Well, no sense in cutting the episodes short now, right? Anyway, it's a lovely night for a walk. We don't have that much further to go. So we'll just take our time and enjoy each other's company. And keep an eye out for loot beside the road. And try not to worry about those wolves, wild dogs, whatever those are. Do they have coyotes in Russia? We're not in Russia. We're in... Are we in Hungary yet? We haven't crossed the border. We're not in Hungary yet. Someday I hope to travel again. A lot of places in the world I would like to go where it's just not a good idea to go, you know? Now, some of the places I want to go are as safe as anywhere else. You know, I am a historian and an anthropologist. I'd like to go to certain places. I know, that's very helpful. Oh, you know, I'd like to go to the places my ancestors came from. Of course, my ancestors come from all over Europe, just absolutely everywhere. I recently discovered some Portuguese in my family tree, which is cool because, I used to say that my people come from everywhere from the Pyrenees to Posen, which is in Poland, currently. Had not managed to cross the Pyrenees into Iberia, but I found some Portuguese in there. Probasco is the name, and that's several generations back, so that's not enough information for anybody to do anything nefarious with. Probasco, I forget. Editing me, look up the name and throw it up on the screen at the appropriate moment. Probasco is the Portuguese form of a Polish surname that escapes me at the moment, but that should be appearing on the screen at some point. And I always did wonder if we had Poles in the family tree. Maybe I've already mentioned this, because the German part of my family comes from Posen, which was in Prussia, was in Poland, is currently in Poland. And it turns out a lot of Germans with their particular surname did come from Posen. And so I always wondered, because they were settled there for like 300 years, so I always wondered if there was some Polish in the mix. And now that there's this Portuguese-Polish surname way back in the family tree, hey, there we go. Because unfortunately, as a modern Euro-American, while I am ethnically American, right, that doesn't necessarily give me a really solid cultural grounding in any particular way. And this is something I encourage everyone to do, is to just look back in your family tree, see where your people come from, pick the ones you like and run with it, right? Because what else can you do? Culture is largely performative anyway. And it's not really possible for us to know for certain what happened in our family's past, so we kind of have to work with the information that we have. You know, I mentioned before that the majority of my ancestry is French, and there's a lot of Danish in the mix. My people come from all over the British Isles, England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland. As far as I know, no like Manx or Cornish or Pictish. Well, there are Picts in the mix, I guess, actually. So never mind. It's Pictish. Orkneyan, okay? Orkneyan, I should say. Where was I? Right. France, Germany, the Netherlands, Denmark, Poland, apparently. Probably some other places I haven't discovered yet, just given how these things go and given the information I have turned up. So when I found a Portuguese name in the mix, I was prepared to adopt a new Portuguese element to my ethnic identity. Okay, we are going to try to push the car over this median. I don't think we've done this before. Anyway, I encourage everyone to do this, you know. I feel like a solid cultural grounding is important, and a lot of people do really just perform their ethnic heritage, especially here in the States, because, you know, your people migrate, right? They go all the way across the planet. There's no possible way to maintain your cultural identity through the centuries, right? Because you interact with people from other cultures. You will eventually syncretize with them. And that's not a bad thing. It's neither a good thing nor a bad thing. It's just a thing. It's just how culture works. It changes over time. And so if you find yourself struggling with your identity, just see where your people come from and maybe indulge a little bit. And, you know, I know people, I may have complained about this before, who constantly claim to belong to a particular cultural group of some kind, but the only time they interact with it is maybe at the holidays. You know, they'll make whatever dish their grandma used to make at Christmas and say that this makes them a cultural individual. And I think that's a pretty weak argument. But also, what can we do, you know? We're globalized. We are all part of the global monoculture, whether we like it or not, whether we want to admit it or not, whether we're aware of it or not. And again, it's not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just a thing. I would argue it's probably more of a bad thing than a good thing. Okay, here's this bridge. I remember I threw up some historical information about this bridge before. I'm not going to do it again. See, I can talk abstractly about cultural phenomena, and that's fine, but I'm trying to avoid too much discussion of real-world politics and events, because I am small-time, and I don't need anyone getting unnecessarily aggressive with me in the comments. It happens enough as it is. Here's a little pro tip for folks watching this video down the road. If you don't like the video, just move on. Don't feel the need to go down in the comments and write a novella about why you don't like the video. That's not necessary. I don't care. You're just making yourself look like a lunatic. Especially since at the time I'm recording this, I have 198 subscribers, okay? Most of them are here for my Dwarf Fortress videos anyway. The viewership for this kind of video, very small percentage of my viewer base. It's mainly my mom and a couple of personal friends that watch these. So, hi to you folks in particular. This is a nice bridge. I like this design. My wife should see this bridge. She likes bridges. From an artistic standpoint. She's not an engineer. But she is an artist, and architecture is kind of the disciplinary bridge between art and engineering, I guess. Of course, I've seen a lot of architecture that makes me wonder if we shouldn't turn over the design part to the engineers. I'm a big fan of brutalism. Not the type of brutalism that we're going with right now, where everything is just a concrete box. But old school brutalism, where you could see the pipes, you know, where you could see the structure. I think that's very attractive. I especially like Eastern European brutalism from the Cold War. Whatever the correct term for that artistic movement is. But this bridge is quite nice. I wish we had a little more freedom of movement so I could go explore it properly. But I understand this was made by a small development team on a not very big budget. And the project was essentially abandoned, so I'm trying to be very realistic with my expectations. Oh my goodness, this is taking forever. Grab the wheel. Nope. There we go. Trying to do this one-handed so I can drink my coffee. If you have any thoughts about your cultural identity, mid-century architecture, or, let me think, what's another good one? Communism! Feel free to drop those thoughts down in the comments. Just make sure I've got something to respond to. If your comment is boring, I'll ignore it. He said, talking about brutalism while pushing a car across a bridge. I know what I am. There's the border. There's no way this doesn't look incredibly suspicious. We're gonna two-hand it again. The downside is I have to put my face down to the keyboard to scratch my nose. I could push a car faster than this. I have pushed a car faster than this. I pushed a larger car than this faster than this. Of course, this thing's got to be heavy. This is pure steel. Do they build cars out of aluminum? That feels hazardous, but metallurgy is also not really a specialty of mine. Alright, here we go. See, now we're picking up some speed. Hang right. Hi, don't mind me. Sorry, sorry. Alright, hi. Let me get into the car here so I can do this properly. Passport. Oh, no, okay. Passport. Yeah, let me get that for you. Nope, we did that. We're done. Oh. Oh, thank you. Thank you for shurikening my passport back into the car. I'm going to go in now. Goodbye. Oh, hey, actually, question. Sausages! Ooh, okay, we could have smuggled some sausages. Oh well, missed opportunity. We'll do sausage smuggling another day. That sounds unsavory. Oh hey, we're back here. We're actually really close to the end now. Nice! Okay. Alright. Oof. I run the car into something. Into a... Are these bollards? Stanchions? What are these? Sir? Do you... No, he doesn't know. Magyar Ország. Which really just means Magyar country, I think. Or the place where Hungarians are. I guess most nation names are like that. Where are we going right now? Before I keep pushing the car. Volks Solidarität. That doesn't help me. Koenig Cafe. Could go there. Except it's closed because it's the middle of the night right now. No, that is in fact not legible, but I think that's supposed to be a menu. Posted way up on the wall, so short people can't see it. Get wrecked, Stumpies. I am a man of average height. Let's see, is it down here? Oh, we only have one more leg, don't we? I think we're actually almost done here. We have no more than 2 legs left, unless I am very much mistaken. I'm going to grab us a battery. I forgot the wallet. Okay, this is the hotel, so the shop is up at the top then. Oops, Solidaritat. I mean, Solidaritat is probably solidarity or something like that. People's solidarity? Is this something to do with a political party? Hey, that's not safe. Fix that. I mean, it's just a smoking balcony. You're really not supposed to be out there anyway. Yeah, you can tell we're in Eastern Europe during the Cold War. Look at all the smoking balconies. Or are those just guardrails on windows? Hard to say. Oh, that's going to kill somebody. That one's already fallen off. Where is all the public works funding? Oh, it's probably a private. Well, I don't know. I don't know how that works. I guess there shouldn't be landlords owning apartment buildings in a communist state. Is Hungary still communist at this point? My knowledge of the late Cold War is sorely lacking. It must be said. Aha! There we are. I guess I'll just push the car in to the garage. Now, see, if I had looked... No. I guess I could have identified that from here. I didn't. But I suppose I hypothetically could have. Well, we are standing way far back. This is an inefficient way to push a car. You want to be close. You want to be as close as possible. They do need to get some people in here to fix some things, though. I suppose we could try to buy another car part before we head out. But we're doing pretty good here. Considering we made it most of the way on the parts we started the game with. It has not always been easy. It must be said. I'm quite annoyed at how well we were doing. And then this. One pump. Now, we can do a little, what do we call this? Environmental storytelling here. There's only one gas pump at the only gas station in town, which suggests that we are living in a society in which cars are not tremendously common. We didn't even... That's right, because our battery died at the gas station. Oh my goodness. The durability's fine. Ugh. Okay. Anyway, we also know fairly well that cars aren't that common here. We haven't seen that many on the road. And we had to be specially issued one. Do you have a battery? Because what I do not want to do is push the car the rest of the way. You're never going to believe this. They don't have any batteries in stock. How do I recharge battery? That'll be something I research between sessions, I think. Alright, I guess I actually don't need anything. Good night. Let's go to the hotel. I'm leaving the car here. I'm going to put the battery back in the car just in case. I mean, if I grab this. Can I go here? No. Okay. That'll be something for me to research. Oh, can I get a battery in here, actually? Is this the place where I get the batteries? Did I not? Well, no, I would have had to go through all that because we were halfway along the route when the battery died. Oof. Hi. Yeah, cool. I need a battery. Please? Please be affordable. Batteries. Various. Battery, battery, battery. Oh, no, no, no. Stop, stop. Oh, no. Cancel. These all appear to be the same, and they all cost 10. I'm gonna get these two. Oh, he just takes the money straight from us. Awesome. We're getting 2 batteries for the rest of the return trip here. That's my stance. Yeah, we can't sell these back, so I don't like how they make that noise when we pick them up. That makes me very nervous. Me and my 3 batteries. Okay. What do you mean I can't store the battery in the car? Okay, I can. It just takes up all my space. Okay, well, put it there. Put this here. Put this here. Put this here. Put this. Oh my goodness. Nothing needs to be fixed. You know what? We're just gonna take the loss on this. We're just gonna ditch this. This was only 10. This is only 10 more. Oh, come on. I'm losing my mind. It's fine. It's fine. We'll try to sell it. Good enough. Well then. Will you take this from me? Yes, okay, for 25% of what I paid for it. Well, you know what? That's on me. I guess. Sure, why not? You sure you won't take this one? I know it has no sell value, but will you just take it? Will you please just take it off my hands? Please take this. Nope. Okay. Give me my money. I'm going to the hotel. I'm walking to the hotel. I am taking the wallet, and I am walking to the hotel. Okay. Oh, am I going to make it to the end of this? Never mind the car. How am I doing? Can you hear the geese? Quite often when I'm recording, there are loud birds or something outside, and somehow the sound just doesn't get picked up. I don't know. Okay. I'm going to walk us down to the hotel before I do the outro, because we still have to shake people down before we leave. Before we go to bed, even. That's the important thing. We need to extort our fellow comrades. Oh. Is that texture on the water? Oh, the geese are excited. I hope you can hear that, otherwise I sound like a lunatic. Aleutian cackling geese, I worked out. That is the particular subspecies that we have. Yes, I can get over here. I can look at it. Oh, very nice. Kind of want to try to fall into the water. We'll do that in the morning. Look at that. That's nice. Okay, cool. Very cool. I wish this game was better. Let's check into the hotel. Bonsoir, Tovarish. Yes, I will be staying. It's 30 for the room. Look how cheap. There we are, room 1B. Crabulous. Merci, comrade. Let's read the newspaper real quick. Scarcity of pharmaceuticals in Bulgaria. That doesn't help me. Okay, that's us. Give money. I don't think it does any good to knock twice, but I'm doing it anyway. Don't come in, I'll slide the money under the door. Thank you. Okay. What if I do, though? Okay, but what if I disturb you again? Okay, but what if I do? Okay, but I want more money. Okay. Alright. Alright, that's what we're going to call it. This has been an okay session. I think my ramblings were reasonably inoffensive. Hey folks, thanks for watching. Thanks to those of you who are subscribed to the channel. Thanks to those of you who are not yet subscribed to the channel. And thanks as always to those of you watching this without ever intending to subscribe to the channel, because you count too. Every view counts. We will be back here real soon with what I suspect is the final episode of this very exciting run of Jalopy. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know if there are any road trip games you would prefer to see in the future. We can walk straight through this fence. But in addition to this, we do have Dwarf Fortress every Monday, horror content every Saturday, lots of other stuff on the channel that you can feel free to watch any old time you want. We are approaching 200 subscribers, which means it will soon be time for me to do a thing. I don't know. Anyway, drop a comment if there's anything you want to see on this channel, anything you want me to see on your channel, and I will catch you folks in the next one. Until then, Birdman out.